Hello students, in the last session we have studied the regulation of kidney by secretion of antidiuretic hormone. Okay, so how antidiuretic hormone will control the BP, blood volume as well as volume of the urine. Okay, we have seen in that two conditions, shortage of water and excess water. Okay, now we will study hormonal regulation. Next part means by production of atrial natriuretic factor. Atrial natriuretic factor is abbreviated as ANF. ओके, सो ANF क्या करता है एग्जैक्टली? जब भी BP इंक्रीज होता है, ब्लड वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज होता है, GFR रेट इंक्रीज होता है एंड ऑस्मोलैरिटी जब भी डिक्रीज होता है, तभी व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द रोल ऑफ ANF? टू decrease the blood volume, to decrease the blood pressure and to decrease the GFR. Okay, got it? And sodium ions, BP जब भी इंक्रीज होता है तभी सोडियम आयंस ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं बॉडी फ्लूइड्स में. सो हाउ द ANF विल बी इन्वॉल्व्ड इन रिड्यूसिंग these all, will be learning that in this particular session. ओके, सो जब भी BP इंक्रीज होता है, सोडियम आयंस व्हेन इट इंक्रीजेस, ब्लड वॉल्यूम इंक्रीजेस, GFR इंक्रीज होता है, ऑस्मोलैरिटी ऑफ ब्लड डिक्रीज होता है, देन व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपन्स? देयर इज much more volume going towards the volume of the blood going towards the heart. So atria of the heart will get filled up with more quantity of blood than normal. Okay, because of which the atria will extend. Okay, so due to extension of the wall of the atria, extension, or else you can say there will be stretching of the atrial wall of heart. Okay, as there is much more stretching of the atrial walls, these atrial walls have certain receptors which will analyze high BP and high blood volume, because of which there will be production of atrial natriuretic factor. Okay, so atrial natriuretic factor will be produced by the receptors which are present over the atrial wall. When it will be produced? When BP increases, blood volume increases, at that time these receptors will start producing atrial natriuretic factor. Why they will produce? To regulate the BP. ये BP जो ज़्यादा हुआ है उसको कम करने के लिए. Okay, got it? Now this ANF, that is atrial natriuretic factor, which has released by the atrial wall of the heart, will enter in the blood. Okay, and when it enters in the blood, it will act upon 4 different organs. Okay, first is hypothalamus, second kidney, third adrenal cortex of adrenal gland, and fourth medulla oblongata. Okay, now we will see one by one what is the activity of this ANF over these all organs. Okay, we will start with hypothalamus. Okay, through blood and atrial natriuretic factor will enter in the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus के जो blood capillaries है उसमें ANF का concentration ज़्यादा है. So this hypothalamus के ऊपर क्या effect होगा? Hypothalamus osmoreceptors which are there, these will be inhibited. Okay, what for osmoreceptors are there over the hypothalamus? To regulate the BP. Okay, antidiuretic hormone produce करने के लिए ये receptors है, so that there will be reabsorption of water. ओके, बट यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? वाटर ऑलरेडी ज़्यादा है, ब्लड वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा है, सो वी डोंट वांट मोर वाटर टू एंटर द बॉडी फ्लूइड्स बिकॉज ऑलरेडी ब्लड वॉल्यूम इज मोर. Okay, so what will be the effect of ANF over the hypothalamus? Exactly opposite. There will be inhibition of the osmoreceptors of hypothalamus. Due to inhibition of the osmoreceptors of hypothalamus, there will be no more secretion of ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone. So anti-diuretic hormone will be inhibited. Okay, how it will be inhibited? Because osmoreceptors of hypothalamus will be suppressed by an atrial natriuretic factor. Okay, got it? That is the first effect of atrial natriuretic factor. ADH का secretion stop करता है. क्यों stop करेगा? Because blood volume has increased. So there should not be much more increase in the blood volume. Okay, so blood volume increase fast किसकी वजह से होता है? Due to reabsorption of water. So reabsorption of water ही थोड़ा कम हो गया, तो definitely it is going to decrease the BP and blood volume. Okay, now second effect क्या है? ANF, that is atrial natriuretic factor, will also act over the kidney. Kidney produces one hormone, that is renin. Renin hormone is produced by the juxtaglomerular cells. Okay, juxtaglomerular cells, that is JG cells of the afferent arteriole. Okay, so JG cells will not produce renin. Okay, why? Because now BP बढ़ गया है, तो बीपी कम करना है. रेनिन क्या करता है? बीपी इंक्रीज करने का काम करता है. इट एक्ट्स एज अ वासो कंस्ट्रिक्टर. वासो मीन्स ब्लड वेसल्स. ब्लड वेसल्स को वो कंस्ट्रिक्ट करता है. हियर नो मोर कंस्ट्रिक्शन शुड बी देयर. ओके, सो कंस्ट्रिक्शन अवॉइड करने के लिए वी शुड स्टॉप प्रोडक्शन ऑफ रेनिन. सो रेनिन सिक्रेशन विल बी इनहिबिटेड बाय द kidney because of action of ANF. Okay, so ANF का GFR rate जो है वो क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा. Okay, GFR पहले बड़ा था, how it will get decreased? Because of inhibition of renin, which is produced by the JG cells of afferent arteriole. Okay, got it? Then third one, adrenal cortex of the adrenal gland. So ANF also has effect over the adrenal cortex of the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is the pear-shaped gland which is present over the kidney. Okay, and this gland has two regions, that is cortex and medulla. So cortex part of the adrenal gland, that is adrenal cortex, produces aldosterone. When it will produce aldosterone? When sodium ions are less in the blood. Okay, and along with the sodium ions it brings about reabsorption of water also. Okay, but यहाँ पे scenario क्या है? Sodium ions has increased and blood volume has also increased, so there should not be production of aldosterone. Okay, because sodium का reabsorption करवाता है aldosterone and साथ में water का भी reabsorption करवाता है. If more of sodium and water will enter in the blood, there will be still more increase in the blood pressure as well as blood volume. So this should not happen. So what will be the activity of the ANF, that is atrial natriuretic factor over the adrenal cortex? It will stop or else inhibit production of aldosterone. aldosterone का production अगर stop हो गया तो उसका activity भी stop हो जाएगा. Okay, so there will be no more reabsorption of the sodium ions and there will be no more reabsorption of water. Okay, that means there will be reabsorb नहीं हो रहा है, means nephric filtrate में वो रहेगा. That means nephric filtrate will have now Na positive, NaCl as well as water. Okay, so water, NaCl, then Na positive ions will be excreted out through urine. So what will happen to the volume of the urine? Water excrete हो रहा है, means volume of the urine will increase, means there will be hypotonic urine excreted out. Hypotonic क्यों बोला है? Because ADH भी inhibit हो रहा है because of activity of ANF as well as there is inhibition of aldosterone. ADH क्या करता है? Reabsorption of water and aldosterone is responsible for reabsorption of sodium ions and water. So ultimately water अंदर नहीं जा रहा है, water अंदर नहीं जाएगा blood में, तो definitely this water will be excreted out through urine. So urine will become hypotonic. Okay, सोडियम आयंस ज़्यादा थे, अभी सोडियम आयंस कम हो जाएंगे ब्लड में के. गॉट इट? समझ में आया? सो मेडुला ऑब्लोंगाटा इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ऑर्गन विच विल रेगुलेट द ब्लड प्रेशर, ब्लड वॉल्यूम एज वेल एज GFR रेट. सो मेडुला ऑब्लोंगाटा ब्रिंग्स अबाउट, अभी बीपी कम करना है तो व्हाट विल बी द एक्टिविटी ऑफ द मेडुला ऑब्लोंगाटा ओवर द ब्लड वेसल्स? ब्लड वेसल्स कंस्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे, कंस्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे तो क्या होगा? द प्रेशर ऑफ द ब्लड विच इज देयर इन द ब्लड वेसल्स विल राइज. ओके, दैट प्रेशर exerted by the blood will be more because lumen of the blood vessel has decreased. Okay, lumen कम हो गया तो pressure over the walls of the blood vessels will increase. Okay, got it? So vasoconstriction नहीं करना है, vasoconstriction के opposite करेगा वो. BP increase हुआ है so vasodilation करेगा तो what will happen? blood volume ज़्यादा है तो dilation किया blood vessels का, lumen increase किया तो definitely the pressure exerted by the blood will be less. Okay, and BP will decrease, blood volume will decrease, GFR will decrease. Okay, and what will happen to the osmolarity? Osmolarity will increase. Okay, why? There will be increase in the osmolarity because of vasodilation. Okay, vasodilation के कारण there will be decrease in the blood pressure, decrease in the blood volume, decrease in the GFR. Okay, and increase in the blood osmolarity. So all of you understood what exactly happens if there is production of ANF. ANF जब भी प्रोड्यूस होता है तो ये चारों के ऊपर एक्ट करता है, hypothalamus, kidney, adrenal cortex of adrenal gland and medulla oblongata. Hypothalamus, it inhibits osmoreceptors of the hypothalamus, thus there will be no more production of antidiuretic hormone, thus preventing reabsorption of water. Okay, and BP will decrease and blood volume will decrease. Kidney के ऊपर क्या इफेक्ट होता है? GFR decreases. Why it will decrease? Because kidney will not produce renin at that time, and if renin is not produced, there will be no vasoconstriction. Okay, thus there will be decrease of blood pressure and decrease of blood volume followed by decrease in GFR. Okay, then what is the activity of adrenal cortex of adrenal gland? Adrenal cortex produces aldosterone, but ANF will inhibit aldosterone production and there will be no more reabsorption of sodium ions and water. Thus sodium ions, then NaCl and water will be excreted out, leading to hypotonic urine excretion. Okay, then medulla oblongata के ऊपर exactly reverse वे में एक्ट होगा. ADH वाटर का रीएब्जॉर्प्शन करता है तो BP बढ़ेगा, BV बढ़ेगा, दैट इज ब्लड वॉल्यूम विल ऑल्सो इंक्रीज. ओके, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? वैसो डायलेटर का काम करता है ANF. ANF विल टेल मेडुला ऑब्लोंगाटा dilate the blood vessels. Okay, there will be much more dilation of the blood vessels. Dilation क्यों करना पड़ेगा? Because blood pressure and blood volume has increased. So more blood is flowing through the blood vessels. So blood vessels का lumen increase करा तो there will be control of the BP, और ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा नहीं BP. So low BP हो जाएगा, low blood volume, low GFR and increase in the blood osmolarity. Okay, got it? So very important students, atrial natriuretic factor acts as a vasodilator because it is acting over the medulla oblongata, and medulla oblongata in turn increases the lumen of the blood vessels, which brings about vasodilation. Okay, so isn't it atrial natriuretic factor opposite of ADH? Okay, it is antagonistic, उसका function opposite है. मीन्स उसको क्या बोलेंगे फिर, एंटागोनिस्टिक. Similar way, there is one mechanism which we will be learning in coming lecture, that is Renin-Angiotensin-Aldosterone System. Okay. So, in this particular system, Renin-Angiotensin-Aldosterone System, RAS is involved in increasing the BP, increasing the BV by vasoconstriction. So, vasoconstriction करवाता है renin. Okay. So, it is opposite to function of ANF. So, ANF is antagonistic to not only ADH, it is antagonistic to renin as well as it is antagonistic to aldosterone, because aldosterone, renin and ADH ये तीनों भी क्या करते हैं, they are involved in vasoconstriction. So, very important thing which you have to remember, that anti-diuretic hormone ADH, as it is bringing about vasoconstriction to increase the blood pressure. So, definitely it is also known as vasopressin. So, please note down this. In the last lecture I have not told you what is the other name for anti-diuretic hormone. Please remember, other name for anti-diuretic hormone is vasopressin. Vaso means blood vessels. Blood vessels को press करेगा. Blood vessels को press करेगा तो blood which is there in the blood vessels will exert more pressure over the walls of the blood vessels, thus increasing the BP. Okay. So, remember, ANF is antagonistic to ADH, renin, aldosterone. Okay. And that whole system, that is RAS, Renin-Angiotensin-Aldosterone System, is against ANF. ANF is vasodilator. Okay. And rest all these hormones are vasoconstrictor. Very, very important question which is asked in exam. So, please remember, जब भी BP increase होता है, decrease होता है, क्या condition दिया है question में, as per the condition you have to tell which hormone will be released. Okay, got it? So, please understand it properly, and if you have any doubts you can clear that. Thank you.